Hello there, and welcome to Daniel Semro Haley Tiro Video Productions. Copyright 2025, Daniel Semro Haley Tiro Video Productions. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you have any requests, please do feel free to post a comment below the video, and one of us will respond and let you know when we will be able to film your request. If you have any questions, do feel free to post a comment and one of us will answer it for you. Please note that requests may take longer depending on how much content needs to be shot or needs to be edited at any given point. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video, and let's get right on in. Roll film. Boy, sensational sound. Finally, you knew the way to promise. Daniel and Savannah here. Thomas,
good evening to Daniel's YouTuberinos.
Savannah, preach Thomas's and mine.
Hey guys.
In this video, we are going to talk more about Savannah's experiences with the National Federation of the Blind.
Yep.
Yes.
So, relating just for a second to NFB staff, Savannah, I was just curious, have you ever had any interaction in any way with President Park, as we shall call him?
Yes. I have not had any phone interactions with him. I have encountered some emails from him. When I first became a Federation member, I received an email from him containing his experience with the NFB, as well as other members that have recommended some Jernigan speeches, he being one of the people that has recommended one of the speeches that has stood out to him. I don't remember the name of the speeches, but yes, I have had some encounters with him through email. In fact, the night that I joined the National Federation of the Blind, he actually reached out to me via email to email me the video of the presidential release that got posted to NFB.org.
Wow, great, me too. Jeez. For those watching on the replay, are those releases on YouTube as well? Or are they only on the NFB website?
Yes, you can get posted on YouTube. Like I said, the NFB has a YouTube channel, and it's got over a ton of videos, but yes, the videos of the presidential releases do get uploaded to YouTube.
Now, do they post videos about or during convention?
Yes, for the national level, yes they do. I don't know about the Missouri state level, but I do know that the national...
I'm talking about the national level.
Oh, yeah.
Like, do they post sessions, or what do they post?
Yes, so... they do, and they also post the board meetings that take place.
Wow, okay, so I didn't realize they posted sessions. That's pretty cool. I know I've asked this in previous parts, but it bears repeating.
Sure.
What advice could you give a future NFB participant, and for those looking to join the NFB, how would you suggest they start?
So, personally, I suggest that first get to know the members of your local chapter. Definitely talk to presidents from other chapters, also known as other branches. Definitely, for those that have Facebook, definitely follow Facebook groups containing the at-large chapters within the 52 affiliates. Also, if, like, say, for instance, American Council of the Blind recommends other members to join NFB definitely learn about the NFB through the ACE.
I didn't think they were affiliated in any way.
Well, I don't know, but I do know that there are members that do be a part of it, as well as the NFB.
Wow, okay. I wonder how confusing that would seem. Jeez.
Well, it's always great to be a part of as many at-large chapters as much as possible. If you have viewers that are from the Illinois area, Illinois has a Facebook group, in case any of your subscribers use Facebook.
Savannah, don't do that. You just made me yawn, girl.
Sorry.
Oh my god. It's okay. Then how do you suggest they go about joining the NFB? What is joining like?
I would suggest, like I said, getting to know other members. Like I said, getting questions answered as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely talk to other members.
Yep.
And just basically learn from their experience.
Mm.
There is a tip that I actually learned from an instructor that...
Remember, first names only, but if you want to shout them out, you can.
Yeah. There is an instructor that I did learn a valuable tip from. His name is Craig. He was a English teacher for the School for the Blind in Kansas City, as well as a O&M instructor. But there is one tip he did tell me. Always leave your questions open-ended when it comes to, like, interviews and different things like that. I encourage anybody to ask open-ended questions as much as possible. Because the more you ask, the more you will be able to have an understanding of what to look for when becoming a member.
Now, once you're in the organization and that's all said and done,
Mm-hmm.
what's one of the first meetings that you get to go on as a new member? Do they do any new member-specific meetings?
No, they don't. Like I said, they don't have any specific members meetings that I'm aware of. I know that there's, like, for people that are on the board, there's, like, board of directors. There is sports and rec, because there are board members that could be within the sports and rec department.
You just brought up my next question after
Sure.
you answered this one.
There's also people that are in charge of the Jernigan scholarships for those that are going to college, different things like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready for my next one.
Go ahead.
What I was wondering was how many different departments are there in the NFB?
Oh my goodness. There are over a lot of departments. A lot.
Couple of hundred, would you say?
Yeah.
Maybe even 1,000?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, I guess what I'm wondering is, like, are there, like, most common departments that you'll interact with? Or, as a member, I mean?
Yeah, so, like, the task force, the sports and rec, the, governmental affairs, the treasurer, the presidents, of course, and the vice presidents.
Right.
each vice presidents are separated and divided in numbers. There's first president, first vice president, second vice president, third vice president, so on and so on, basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if, excuse me, I don't know if I've asked this in prior videos. If I have, I apologize for the repeat question.
That's okay.
But, do you have to be an NFB member to live at the Jernigan Institute in Baltimore? I'm guessing you would.
Yeah, not necessarily.
No?
Not that I'm aware of.
I was gonna say, I would think, like, they wouldn't allow you in unless you were an NFB chapter member.
Oh, no. You can pretty much live anywhere as long as the state has an affiliate chapter. So, like, if you lived in Colorado, Colorado has a chapter. Same thing with Louisiana. Same thing applies to Illinois and St. Louis, as well as South Carolina, Las Vegas, as well as Utah. Really, it depends on what state you're in, because some states have member at large, others have more of the small local side, if you know what I mean.
Meaning, like, you have to be from a certain area to be there.
Yeah, you have to, like, okay, for instance, Texas has a member at large. I want to say it's either Houston or I think Plainville. I can't remember. But I do know that Texas definitely has different branches of the NFB chapters.
Again, depending on which area of the state you live in.
It depends on the county you're in itself.
Why is that?
Because there are some places in Texas that are small. Example would be Waco. That's a small area of Texas.
Yep.
I don't know how large the population of Corpus Christi is, but like I said, one of the small areas of Texas would be Waco.
Yeah.
So hopefully that makes sense.
It does. It does. Now, you were saying before you are not required to attend convention in person, right?
No, the only way you would be required is if, one, you had a job in the presidential department, or two, if you're unable to attend, you could attend the stuff virtually and still do your tasks virtually as well. But in a sense of not wanting to go because of the COVID cases back then, yeah, most definitely you could attend the convention virtually if you wanted to. Sometimes the NFB would have it to where they would do a hybrid version where you'd have some people go in person that felt comfortable and that were fully vaccinated, and then you had some that just preferred to attend the convention virtually.
So even if you are fully vaccinated, if you're not comfortable going out because you're afraid to catch it again, you still had the opportunity to attend it virtually.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And they didn't frown upon you for that in any way?
Oh, no, absolutely not. Now, I will say this. There are some people that do try to push for people to come in person. There are one of those very few people that do try to push, and pump and be persistent about those needing to come in person. My whole thing is, and this is just coming from somebody who believes in the whole my decision, my choice perspective.
Right.
I personally believe that everybody has a choice. If they don't feel comfortable going in person, they should have that right to attend any event, whether that's convention or, meetings or whatever. They should have that right to attend anything virtually if they don't want to go in person.
There's also money to consider too. If you don't have
Yes,
money
absolutely.
to do all that traveling, what else can you do?
Well, you mentioned money, and that's where, again, if a person does not have the funds to be able to A, afford the plane ticket, B, be able to pay for their room, or C, if they're not sure how to pay for registration, that's where, again, that person should be able to attend virtually and make the most of what they can out of it, if you know what I mean.
I mean, if you have a computer, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do it virtually.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you can attend it virtually on whatever device it is you want, as long as you know the commands of how to use Zoom.
Or the phone if you're dialing it.
Absolutely. Or if you have a Zoom link, that link would be saved to your meeting history in the Zoom app.
Now, obviously, if you are going to do it on a note taker, you'd need something like, say, the Braille Edge or Braille No Touch, because obviously the Braille Sense, or at least the one you have, does not work with Zoom. Right?
I don't know, but I do know that
The U2, I'm pretty sure, does not. Maybe newer models do.
that I don't know. Personally, say if you have a subscriber that asks you if they could attend the convention through their Braille No Touch, that is definitely a Peter Tusick question, since he's a great
Shout out to Peter Tusick. That is awesome.
person for humanware. He would probably be able to give you answers as well.
What I was going to say, though, is you should be able to, because the Touch runs Android. So, as long as there's a Zoom app for Android, you should be fine.
Yeah, as long as...
Which there is, actually.
Things are compatible, yeah, definitely. But I know for the phone, it requires a passcode as well as the meeting ID information.
Okay, just a side tangent for a second. I understand the meeting ID, but I don't quite get the passcode. Kind of drives me a little nuts.
Yeah, I don't get that either. I mean, that is to keep
I don't get the fact that they're requiring it, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me either.
I mean, I get why they're doing it. Sure, it's a security thing. I get that. But I don't get why it seems like every meeting they're requiring it, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, my guess would be probably for security purposes.
Yeah, which I guess makes sense, all things considered. I mean, we can't have spammers interrupting an important meeting.
Absolutely.
That would not be a good thing.
No.
That could be a massive disaster.
Oh yeah, 100%.
When you yourself as a member, what do you do most of the time? I assume you do a lot virtually when it comes to the national level?
Well, like I said, I myself, I have not participated on the national level. I've not participated on the Missouri state level. I've just only done stuff on the chapter meetings level.
Okay, so you've never even done convention.
I've not done the national one in person.
Okay. Because my next question was going to be, if you had, what's a typical day like at convention?
I'm sorry?
I said my next question was going to be, if you had done it, What is a typical day like at convention?
Typical day is you go to general sessions, you have breaks, then you have lunch. Typically when a person goes to Missouri State Convention, they have prayer breakfasts, and then they have lunch tickets, of course, and then you register for like the banquet meals, different things like that. And of course, during breaks, there's always the Independence Market / the exhibit hall.
And of course, the exhibit hall is where you get to play with a lot of that tech, and
yeah, and
you see everything that they have given.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing applies even outside of the adaptive technology. The Independence or the exhibit hall will have even stuff for like ADLs, which is activities of daily living.
Oh wow!
So, for example, say
I'm sorry for the weird questions.
No, it's okay. You're fine. You're good. Hey, ask away. No judgment zone here. But like, say I'm a cooking instructor, say in this convention, and talk about the schools that a person is in a class.
Yeah.
How does it work? There can be light as well as you share content.
Yes. 8:44 p.m.
Oh, wow.
What? Yes. Organs.
8:44 p.m. 8:44 p.m. Status Google Earth Recorder App Switcher Recorder HQ active. Swipe up with 3 fingers. Recorder HQ File List button. Mono iPhone minus pause stop button. Pause button.
Yeah, I don't know how it works when you were at ISBI, but did you guys?
Yeah, my microwaves talk.
What about the coffee makers?
No. You know what else talked though, and I thought this was cool, was we had a talking washer and dryer.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Like for the laundry acid, identifiers.
Yep.
Each off. There's even these types of hangers that have clips on them. TJ Maxx sells these clip hangers, and they work really well for clipping a pair of jeans or sweatpants.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've tested them out and they work great. So really it depends on what's available to check out.
I guess I'd always thought that convention was specifically focused on people and students and staff and teachers who were blind. But I guess it's disabilities, period.
Yeah, it can be. Now, for like the presidential reports, they advocate for people to take care of themselves medically. So, for instance, there are ways for people to check their blood sugar when they're diabetic. Instead of having to use like the insulin pump, they can use a deal where they can have an app on their phone. And
I've also heard of talking AccuChecks too.
Oh wow, I've never known those.
So I have a question.
Of course.
My question is, no, I know I didn't ask this one before.
That's okay.
When was the NFB formed and who formed it?
Oh,
I was just gonna go there next, Thomas.
the NFB was formed a long time ago. I want to say it was formed by Mark Riccobono, but I can't remember.
Do you know what year it was formed?
I'm not sure. It was formed a while back.
Oh.
I think Pi would be able to tell you when it was formed.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Now, for viewers that don't know about the Pi app, that is acronymed to Personal AI.
Just a moment. Echo. When was the National Federation of the Blind formed? You're stupid. Echo line 3.
Stupid.
Echo. When was the National Federation of the Blind formed?
Hold on, I'll ask
You're an
Pi.
asshole.
Hold on, I'm gonna ask Pi. Hold on.
Google Earth. Recorder HQ.
It's not gonna stop it.
Voice memos.
Remember, this is not flip
Double
camera.
Amazon Alexa. Amazon audit data Pi. What's Pi? Pi. Text talk with Pi. Call _24 button. Call _24. Close _32 button. Button. Close _32 button.
When was the National Federation for the Blind formed, and who formed it?
A deep dive into the history of the National Federation for the Blind, I see. The National Federation for the Blind, NFB, was formed on November 16th, 1940, in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. It was founded by 16 blind individuals from 8 different states, led by Dr. Jacobus ten Broek, who became the first president of the organization. The NFB is the oldest and largest nationwide organization of blind Americans, with affiliates, chapters, and divisions in all 50 states, Washington, D.C., and Puerto Rico. Their mission has been to advocate for the rights and independence of blind individuals since their formation.
All right, there you go.
Close record Pi. Current 0 seconds.
Okay.
Google Earth. Pi.
Hold on, I'm trying to close this.
Glad I could help, Thomas.
Pi. Close Pi. Now closing Pi. Recorder. App switcher.
Make sure we're still recording.
Google Earth. App switcher. Recorder H. Pause. Stop.
Yep, we're still recording. Yep.
Pause. Button.
How did all that record?
All right, guys. So there's your there's your answer, guys.
I didn't realize it had been around that long. Wow.
Yeah.
1940. Gosh. Which would mean that November 16th of this year, it's going to be... ...85 years old. Wow.
Wow.
Holy crow.
Holy
Yes, I just did all that.
Holy bucket of guts.
I said holy crow.
Oh.
My aunt that's taught me that. 85
Now I'm going to
years
have
old.
to steal that from you.
You can use that, I don't care.
Holy bucket of
Oh,
guts.
Holy bucket of guts. Anyway, I digress. Oh, dude. YouTuberenos, the things we get into on a random shooting the breeze video like we're doing. Now, I think I may have asked you this already, Savannah, but when was your first encounter with the NFB, and when did you decide to become a member?
Like I said, I had the first encounter at the 2020 2020 Missouri State Convention via Zoom. I actually talked to President Sheila of Kansas City, and she told me the purposes of what the NFB does. I first became an NFB member on August 23rd.
Of that year?
I first became a full-time member of the NFB of August 23rd in 2021.
Huh.
I was part-time in 2020 simply because I was getting familiar with some of the people, and actually, to be truthful, as I mentioned in the other couple of videos, I met Miss Debbie through the NFB, and I also met Gary through the NFB as well.
Gary, what?
-7.
Yes.
7. Pause. Stop. Pause. Button.
Wonder what they're wondering about.
No.
I had to.
Well, I'll tell you, they're wondering how they can encourage other blind people to be independent. Oh, goodness.
You know, it's interesting. I don't know if you remember, but around this time last year, we're coming up to the time where her phone took a shit. Anyway, after it took a shit, she called Gary on a FaceTime call. On I think it was on Thursday, May 30th of last year.
Well, I had it
And-
on my iPad, and I had to use his
So yeah, on Thursday, May 30th. Shut up, Mac. On Thursday of last. Bleh, see, now I got tongue tied. Anyway, on May 30th of last year, on Thursday, May 30th of last year, she called him that afternoon. She called him that afternoon, and I was on her iWad, and she called him to see what she should do. You know, to get a phone as quick as she could. So yeah.
And then, is that when you guys talked to him, Thomas?
No, I didn't talk to him. I was just muted listening.
Ah,
But I have audio
Oh my
message.
goodness.
I have audio message with him quite a few times. I have audio messaged him with him a few times. He's very nice.
I was gonna say if you two talked, that's what I was wondering. But you've only audio messaged, okay.
So yeah, that afternoon she called him to see what she could do about getting another phone as quick as she could.
Yeah, unfortunately, when my phone went on its last leg, I was completely nuts. I was what you would call hopeless back then.
That's when your phone was really being, what do we always say? A shoo-shoo lulu.
And he
Yeah, the only difference though was it was resting in peace.
and he really couldn't. He didn't know
what to do.
Yeah, he didn't know what she should do.
But nonetheless, my mom dropped the iPhone 8 off of Amazon, and I love it.
But him and Debbie are very nice.
Yes.
Shout out to Gary.
Mm.
Oh, great. I just sneezed.
Stop. Pause. Button.
Ah. Please subscribe to the sneezing channel, and God bless you and everything you blew away.
Thank you, Seth.
Ew.
Oh my gosh, that sounded like the narrator that would read Magic Treehouse books.
Oh, Killian Green.
Yes.
Oh, that's Harry Green's lover. Anyway, I don't know. We're getting way off track here.
Yeah. And I have to sneeze again. Hang on.
That's a massive pain in the... I don't know what. Achoo. What? God bless you and everything you blow away.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Oh, that's the task at hand. Hopefully, no more sneezes. Jeez.
That's fine.
Oh, good grief! After both of those sneezes, I just forgot the question I was going to ask.
Oh no, that's a pain. That's a pain in the brain.
You know, I feel bad, Savannah, because you're having to take several pauses as I think of questions. I apologize.
That's a massive pain in the brain. Not.
A mess. Luckily, this isn't exactly professional. We're mostly just chatting. So,
Wadding.
it's not like this is going to be on the radio for the love of people.
This is 98.6 The Mix Server 2, and right now we are talking with Savannah about. Never mind.
Oh my god.
Honestly, I didn't hear Haley be like, "Oh, for the love of all things holy."
You just pulled up my mom, Savannah. She uses that all the time.
What? That is something that my mom would say.
Speaking of, guys, for those of you who want to, you can tune into Daniel's show tomorrow. If you get the Get Me Radio app, you can listen to it on your phones. It's 98.6 The Mix Server 2.
I was going to say, Savannah, if you care to join the Healy Thomas night, you was welcome.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about on the call.
That's what I'm like.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know if you remember, but his show is from 1 to 5 my time, which is 12 to 4 your time, Lala.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway.
Can you recall any favorite memories so far of your time with the NFB, Savannah?
Oh yes. Definitely the picnic, and definitely the Christmas party.
Anything funny, though, is what I'm after.
Yeah. So.
That, of course, you don't mind sharing on the internet.
No, not at all. Definitely when I was done reading my minutes for recording secretary,
Yeah.
when my friend Elizabeth read her treasurer's report, her dog Lucky started barking in the middle
Oh, God.
of
Oh, God, that's embarrassing.
in the middle of her reading the report, such as the
Treasurer's report?
yes, the starting balance.
Oh, goodness.
Yes.
I bet the whole group laughed.
Oh yes. we did.
Happy go lucky.
Right. And then like Daisha was like, "Sorry, Lucky, your vote doesn't count."
So what are minutes?
So again, I know this is going to get confusing. Minutes are not the time frame that it takes you to get stuff done. It's notes, basically.
Oh, okay.
Remember? It's kind of like this. When a person is on an IEP plan, the vision teacher and the mobility instructor and whoever else it is that works with that person documents what the student is learning, how long it's taking them to learn it, and what the next steps are, basically.
Yeah, yep.
They're what I would call, and what Haley would call, goal minutes.
Now, as the secretary that you were, Savannah, what were your duties?
So, my duties were to document...
Or what does that person do in general?
Sure. So, recording secretary goes back and creates a document and writes down what was discussed in the meeting. Then, when the document is completed, I had to send the document to Gary, and that way he could look over the minutes. And then if there was something off, he would call me and let me know what needed to be fixed. Let me tell you, when I was in the position of recording secretary, my anxiety was through the roof.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Now here was my question. Here's my next question.
Sure.
You just brought this up. Would Gary then fix it on his own, or would you go in, fix the spot, and send it back to him?
He would help me fix it. So basically we jointly work together.
Alright, guys. Well, sorry we have to cut this short, but I guess there'll be a part 4.
Alright.
I guess. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Y'all take care.
Guys, that's gonna do it for this Daniel Sumro Haley Terrell Productions video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any requests, like I said in the intro, please do feel free to post a comment. If you have any questions about the material you just watched, please post a comment and one of us, either Haley or I, will answer it for you. Please note that I don't always look at my comments, and I shamefully admit it. I'm not proud of it, but if I don't see it, Haley will. So she will respond to you for sure. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if, like I said, if you have any questions or requests, post a comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will talk to all of you in the next video. Until then, have a good one and take care. God bless. The music in my videos comes from audionautics.com. That is spelled AUDIONAUTIX.com. The music also comes from the YouTube audio library, where they always have royalty-free music and they update it each month, throughout the month, and throughout the year. If you want to learn how to keep up with me outside of the channel, please listen carefully to the following clip, which will tell you. If I seem to go too fast in the following clip, though, do not hesitate to check the description, where you will find the information in every video. I will always post it there, so you won't get lost. Want to keep up with Daniel Sumro Productions outside of YouTube? Check me out on a brand new social audio app called Jacket.fm. The link will be in the description below. My username, should you wish to follow me, is my YouTube channel name, Daniel Sumro Productions. That's SEMRO, and the number's 1998. So that's Daniel SEMRO Productions 1998. I'd love to get to know you and talk with you there. Remember that anytime I'm not posting a video, if I have updates, they will go on the community tab. So make sure and check the community tab. If you notice that I'm not active or I have not posted any videos, chances are I will post updates on the community tab, as well as fun polls and maybe even an assistive technology quiz, although I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet or not. But that might be something to look forward to if I do it. Once again, thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. This has been a production of Daniel Sumro Productions. Copyright 2025.